What is up, friends? We are here in week number 4 of HSEL. I think I got that right, Nick. I think I got that right. My name's Jeff. I'm here with Nuclear, and we're here to escort you through our day. Wow, we are off to a strong start. Coming out of the gate swinging.
Very, very true, Bull Skunk. And yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm usually not in the HSEL Rocket League broadcast, but in the last minute switcheroo, we're here. I used to cast a lot over on NECC, and we've casted Overwatch a couple times, Bull Skunk, so I'm hyped to be here.
Yep.
And I'm hyped for the matches we got tonight. We got INCA Esports versus Wichita East, as you said.
Yeah, and just anxious to see how these teams do. It's my first time casting HSEL Rocket League, and well, at least in recent memory. So I'm going to be learning alongside y'all, friends, what these teams have to offer.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. So personally, Bull Skunk, I'm a native Hoosier. I come from Indiana, so I'm very excited to see how the team does tonight at INCA Esports.
Yeah, it's Indiana versus Kansas. Like it's a classic matchup, right? We got two of the states of the Midwest trying to figure out. Here we go as we get into our first game in this best of 7, and right off the kickoff, Powerade comes in with a 1-second goal.
Wow, that's what we call a 2-second ope where I'm from. Let me just sneak right past you, hit that ball in. Yeah, no one was around to defend it. It looked like they were a little confused on who was going where with the rotations, Bull Skunk.
An unfortunate mistake. It's going to result in an early deficit here for INCA Esports. And they're already back on the defense, and Powerade's already doing it again. That's 2 goals in 8 seconds here for Powerade.
Powerade said, if you're going to let me win the kickoff, I'm going to win the kickoff. I mean, if you're going to give it to me, it's mine. Rocking that dominance, too.
Yeah, beautifully done. We haven't had a chance to introduce our players here yet. We do have Tons of Bread and Joey joining our 2-time scorer Powerade here. There's a 2 in the end of the name. I guess that's what it stands for. Might have to change that to a 3. So. Nope, Tekken comes through and make that save. Fortunate one now, going all the way to the other end, trying to set something up, working out of the corner here with Papa Seeker, but Joy with the steal, and it's right back into the blue half. Goes Wichita East. Ball's going to bounce wide of the net. Here comes Powerade on the outside. Tekken with a touch, but the ball lands right in the middle. Shot opportunity goes very high. Powerade looking for a follow-up. Ball dangles dangerously in front of the net. Touch will get it out of there.
Yeah, now that's going to be Papa Seeker trying to get possession here in front of the goal. Not going to quite find it. Tekken now playing the midfield, getting a pass back to Powerade. He might be able to capitalize, but instead that's going to be Joey looking for a shot on goal. No defenders at home. That's going to be Joey with their first goal of the game, putting each Wichita East JV roster 3-0 up on INCA Esports. And Bull Skunk, we're only 2 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, barely.
We're 1 minute.
Barely into the second minute. Some good aerial control there from Joey coming off the wall. Good vision to get a read on that ball, follow it all the way in. Good prediction as well. Nice pass to Powerade. Oh, can't quite get to it. Ball will bounce out. Tons of Bread comes through with the follow-up, though. And Wichita East continue to pour on the goals.
One goal after another. That's what you would expect from a roster who's able to put off that many in this short amount of time.
It looks like a minute and 14 seconds, Nuke. Minute and 14 seconds. There's already 4 goals on the board. It's all right, Inca. You got lots of time. This is just 1-7. Plenty of time to get warmed up and turn this series around.
Yeah, need to regroup and just find their synergy here. Ooh, great save from Tekken coming out of the goal, recognizing the need, getting it back. But man, Wichita just doing a great job keeping this midfield control every time INCA Esports is trying to get the ball off of their side. It seems like a Wichita player is there to pump it right back in the corner.
And you can see INCA trying to get their defensive rotation set, really focusing on some fundamentals here. But I think they're taking too long to analyze that. It's not quite second nature yet as far as their positioning. You can tell they're trying to think about it too much. Here they go on the attack. Papa Seeker's going to try to drop one over to the left-hand side, looking to chase that ball down. Prophecy held way far back. Doesn't get a solid touch. Tekken's going to put off the wall. Tons of Bread with an opportunity. But Papa Seeker is there to break it up. Ball still in a dangerous spot. Lots of contact between Powerade and Papa Seeker as Tons of Bread's going to work out of the corner. Nice touch from Papa Seeker to push that ball up and defuse this attack.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be Powerade putting it right back, playing that midfield exceptionally well like we've been talking about. Like you said, I think INCA just trying to get a grasp on some of these fundamentals to get this passing down and out of their side. That was a beautiful pass on Wichita's side. Tons of Bread trying to capitalize on a quick goal. Putting up 5 on the board will be Joey.
It's just good teamwork here. Nice move out of the corner from Tons of Bread. Puts it right under the crossbar. Well predicted, well played from Joey to be up there first to the ball. Make it very difficult for the defenders to even come close to having a chance to block that. Well played. Coming down to Wichita East. 5-0 as we come in the last 2 minutes.
Absolutely. And INCA Bull Skunk did a great job actually on that kickoff. Seemed like they were maybe a little bit slow to start in this series, but that kickoff looked really great. They had the coverage after the initial touch didn't go their way, and it looked like they were almost going to get it off their side. Wichita doing a great job of holding control, but that's Tekken with an open net. Powerade going back for a quick defend, trying to get it over to Papa Seeker, but Powerade's going to be there in time. And Powerade just seems just a tad faster. Every time INCA's trying to set up for something, it seems a little bit too scripted, and Powerade's able to catch on a bit early.
Yeah, some wonderful reads coming out of Powerade. One of the reasons they've got 2 goals on 3 shots. And a strong performance. Joey has 6 shots there, over 500 points for Joey. Something, a little bit of a consolation prize as they get their car rebuilt in the corner. Little battle for possession going on here at midfield. Tons of Bread with a touch is going to force it down. Some contact from their own teammate through Papa Seeker out of the way. And Joey's able to capitalize on this error, driving towards the net. One shot misses. Tons of Bread's going to put one wide. Joey there to pick it back up, see if this offense can stabilize, going for another shot. Tons of Bread got theirs deflected, but Powerade's going to be one target. Powerade now with a Hattie here in game 1.
And what a way to do it. Tekken is looking for a play. I don't know why we're looking at this from Tekken's perspective specifically, but yeah, Powerade going straight off the top. It seems as though to me, Bull Skunk, that INCA Esports isn't as comfortable quite yet in the air as what we're seeing from Wichita. Wichita is able to get these passes off and pretty efficiently to each other. We did just see Joey narrowly miss, but they're going for these plays in the air, and INCA Esports seems like they're not really able to follow up as heavily as what they made, like Powerade now putting 7 on the board, and we're pretty close to a Brazil.
No, that would require INCA Esports to be able to get one in.
Yep.
Yeah. They haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to do that. They're pretty much living out of their own defensive half and just stave off this assault coming in from Wichita East. So far, defensive INCA Esports has no answer. Good challenge from Papa Seeker in the corner. It's going to split up, and reinforcements coming from both sides. Ball in the middle. Tons of Bread can't get a hold of it. Powerade shot is going to go a little wide of net. Ball dropped to the corner. 2 players from INCA trying to take it out of there, but Tons of Bread steals it right back. A good pass. Joey not quite there. Powerade playing the 3rd-man position, though. Comes in for yet another goal. That'd be goal number 5 here for Powerade.
Powerade is on a rip and tear. Definitely got some of that red Powerade before this game. Feeling charged and in control. 4 seconds left, and I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this first game is going to go in favor of Wichita. 0 on the board. It is going to touch Wichita Esports taking the Wichita East JV taking the first game 1-0.
And very convincing fashion.
Yeah, very convincing fashion. Bull Skunk back him. It was pretty back and forth at the beginning. From after the first 2 goals, Wichita got in. For a second there, I thought that Indiana was able to pull it back, but unfortunately, they seemed like they were just not as comfortable. Their defense looked solid for the most part, but I noticed, especially towards the end of the game, there was quite a bit of boost deficiency on the side of Indiana, and they just weren't able to get the boost that they were looking for, get up in the air and stop those plays.
And that'll happen when you're locked into your own your own zone, particularly in your own third of your own zone. You can't get out there and gather all of the resources necessary, and it becomes a bit of a downward spiral. It becomes very difficult to break out of that. But I mean, there was still some good stuff that we saw out of INCA. They had some good defensive plays. You could tell that the fundamentals are there. But I mean, something you mentioned during that game one is Wichita East just looking so quick and so comfortable in getting these aerials that they're able to beat INCA to the ball. I mean, 9 times out of 10.
And they usually have someone waiting in the midfield. A lot of the time it was Powerade, and I feel like Powerade just needed the space to set up for a goal. Powerade was getting ready, getting that setup together in the midfield, waiting and allowing, saying to the rest of the team, hey, if you're able to keep it in their half and look for a goal, look for it. But otherwise, I'm going to look for the ball, and we're just going to get a goal. And they did that, 5-6 times in that last game?
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
And I went off the first hand and onto the second hand. That's when as I was counting.
Well, you might need to add a third hand.
Powerade keeps playing like this. Most definitely will.
Yeah, Powerade with another goal in net. I think probably going for a league accolade, a league record here for HSEL, seeing how many goals they're able to score in a series, because so far they're going to get into double digits if they keep this up.
Oh yes, without a doubt. That's 6 already. And we're only 35 seconds into game number 2 here in our best of 7. Joy's going to work this ball out of their own end. Bit of a challenge from Tech in there at midfield, but Joy's able to muscle pass into the corner. Can't quite connect through the air, though. And Papa Seeker with a nice touch tries to leave it back, but INCA Esports struggling to clear out of their own half, and Wichita East are able to get control back of this ball, but an unfortunate touch gives it right back. Joey ends up with the ball once again, though. And INCA Esports struggling on the defense. Oh, that was a shot where somebody looked past the ball, took their eyes off of it, and then just whiffed on it completely.
Oh, Papa Seeker, you don't want to bump your teammate like that, my guy. That was a pretty silly bump from Papa Seeker, trying to maybe get a little head over heels in front of the ball. And I brought it up towards the end of the last game, Bull Skunk, but I think these teams really need to focus on the boost management. Powerade going for a cheeky sort of cross section in the midfield, not quite able to juke INCA Esports. That's going to be Tekken pushing it up the midfield. OC Awesome in goal, trying to defend from Joey, but I was just talking about that boost, Bull Skunk. You need the boost to get to the ball.
Yeah, Joey had it in spades. Beautifully done. Waits till just the last possible moment so they can accelerate towards that near post, right up against the post, make it as difficult as possible for the defender to get it. Joey's able to beat him to it. Good resource management coming out from Wichita East as they are right back in front of the goal once again, and Joey's going to find another goal.
Joey getting 2 up now. Joey said, oh, wait up a second there, Powerade. My turn to shine this game.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a great pass from Powerade.
It was. Powerade is, it seems as though so far, we're a minute and a half into the second game. We just finished the first game. Powerade seems in full control of this set thus far. That's going to be Tons of Bread putting another one up as well. That's 4-0, 3 minutes in. If I'm INCA Esports, if I'm the coach of the team, after this game, I'm pulling them aside. I'm having a quick mental check with the players. I'm telling them, hey, play your game, right? Focus on your control, because that's all you can focus on. And the defense has been all right. Got to get the boost as much as you're able to, and ensure that you have that management on lock.
Looks like we did get a substitution here, as OC Awesome has come into the game for the Prophecy, excuse me.
Prophecy.
I like the companion cube on the back of OC Awesome's car. Old school portal fit. Powerade, more goals.
Yeah, another goal from Powerade, Bull Skunk. I think that's going to be the probably the recurring theme of this set. But I also like that there's no restrictions on these cars in HSEL. They do have quite a variety of flair, you could say.
They definitely have some flair. This Wichita East squad is looking very potent at the moment. Man, I feel like the camera is just stuck back here, like right in front of the blue net.
Yeah.
It's INCA Esports just unable to clear the zone momentarily. There's a good challenge from Tekken. He's going to force it outside. Had some oomph behind that one. But Powerade comes right back in to keep the threat on.
Yeah, the INCA looking a little nervous as well. We're seeing a lot of really quick backflips, just trying to hit the ball up. You know, take your time, get the first jump out on the double jump, go for the backflip if you need it, but that's what the boost is all for, riding in the air, baby, and that's what INCA Esports really needs to focus on. The rest of the series is just getting the control of this ball. It's going to be Powerade in front of the net. A little late to the touch, but going to regain control. Not if Tekken has anything to say about it, though. That's going to be a demo on Tons of Bread and an opening for INCA Esports.
And I like what INCA's been doing here on the defense for the past 20-30 seconds. It was a good challenge on the far post. Of course, I start praising your defense, and that means Powerade gets a hat trick. But there was some real good stuff out of INCA's defense there. I love the decision-making. Attacking the far post side here from this point of view. And, you know, some good challenges out of Tekken as well, but with as many shots that Wichita East are putting on, eventually one of them is going to go. Powerade now with 8 on the day.
Yeah, they are struggling after that first touch, Bull Skunk. They're getting the first initial touch, but the follow-up is a little bit left to be scripted. And on the side of Wichita, like we saw in the previous goal, they're going to the post, they're setting it up, and it's either to Powerade or Joey. They're looking for those shots. It's going to be Tons of Bread looking for control in the midfield, though. Possibly stop this onslaught. Tekken is preparing. Powerade, front of the goal. Joey bumping it in. No defenders there will mean home alone, and traps are ensuing. Wichita now 7 in this second game, and that puts them, they had 8 in the first game, so that's 15 points in the series.
And still a minute left to go here in game 2. Joy with a hat trick after that goal. 3 for them, 3 for Powerade, 1 for Tons of Bread. So those 7 goals have been divided. Trying to get number 8 there, but the ball's going to sail a little bit wide. Oh, good contact. Ton of force, Tekken off. But the ball finally goes down. Hey, there is an orange after this pitch.
What?
I start.
What?
I know. I'm just as surprised as you are.
I'm floored. I'm glad that we're getting it more on the orange half. Let's see if OC Awesome can make a difference here. Powerade going for a goal, and unfortunately Joey blocking the goal. Tekken in chat saying what a save, and
What a
Joey
save.
responding with a solid thanks.
Oh, that was fantastic. Love the sportsmanship. Hey, at the end of the day, this is all about having fun. This is about having a good time. You know, learn some teamwork, learn some growth, all that good stuff. But you gotta enjoy what you're doing. We're just out here playing some Rocket League. You know, it's not brain science, or it's not brain surgery. It's not rocket science, brain science. I like brain science better.
Both are pretty viable. I mean, honestly, but that's going to be Powerade with another 700 score game. Looking dominant so far in this series, but you hit the nail on the head, Bull Skunk. This is all about having fun. This is about getting together with your friends and learning a thing or two about Rocket League. And hopefully these players are taking what they're learning in stride and preparing for the collegiate scene when they reach that point. That's what this is all for. It's all training grounds. It's all to get better.
You bet. You bet. It's not rocket surgery.
It's not rocket surgery or brain science.
Brain science. All right, yeah. Yeah, I'm having one of those days. It's all right.
I hear that.
I need some brain science, apparently.
I hear that. Well, maybe you could take some courses at one of these schools. They might be able to help you with some brain science, even though it is high school.
I mean, from the way that my brain's been working today, maybe I need to go back to high school. My goodness.
Heard on that end. I can empathize. But, you know, got rooting for my Hoosiers in the back pocket. INCA Esports, I feel, can make a couple of slight adjustments while they're in this series and be adaptable to the playstyle that Wichita is putting out. They can get a couple of goals up on the board and really make these next 2 games a little bit closer than what the first 2 were.
And I think part of it is just getting in the orange half. First things first is get some possession and get on the orange side of the pitch. and then start trying to find some room to put some shots down.
Yeah. Look at your
You know,
teammates.
Take it one step at a time.
Exactly. Look at your teammates. Get your first touch. Get it in the direction of the teammate. And comms are so important at this level as well. Make sure that you're communicating. If any of these players are sitting and just not saying a word silently to themselves and talking after the play, it's kind of counterintuitive to the entire purpose of this game. Got to communicate.
And communication is one of the first things to go, if not the first thing to go. When when you start losing a little bit, maybe you start getting a little tilted. It happens to the best of us. But the best way to combat that is to stay communicative, is to stay vocal. Oh, nice save for Papa Seeker, right off the post. There we go. Some
That's
good
the kind
defense.
of defense we like to see. Exactly, Bullskunk, exactly.
1 minute in, and INCA Esports already looking a lot better here in Game 3.
Oh, yeah. It's 1 minute. There's no score on the board whatsoever. They've been competitive with their pushing and with the possession. They need to worry about doubling up on the ball. All three players hanging out in the same area. That means lack of rotation, and Bullskunk, we know that is imperative to the flow of this game.
Yeah, and finding that rhythm is so important. Oh, it's Powerade with a pool goal. Oh, my goodness. Let's see this again. Powerade actually got credited for it. Well, that's what I thought. It was Tons of Bread who actually put it in. Yeah.
Yeah, and Tekken. It was Tons of Bread and Tekken over on the corner. Tons of Bread getting the credit for it, I thought. Where was that? Powerade that got the credit.
I think Powerade got credit for that because they were the last Wichita East player to touch the ball. And Tons of Bread pushed Tekken into it for the pool shot.
I see.
But yeah, so credit actually went to Powerade. Ooh, Joey with just a laser right up the middle. And there's goal number 2.
Yeah, Joey was able to make that play off the bump we saw just a second prior. What a great, just straight line drive down the middle, though. 3 minutes on the clock. INCA Esports is looking a lot more confident here, Bullskunk. They are looking better than what they were in the first 2 games. It's just seeming like they're kicking up the pace. Maybe this is a team that takes a while to come online. We could see that in the following games.
Definitely look a lot better here, and they wouldn't be the first team I've cast where it just takes them a little bit, get warmed up, kind of find their groove.
Some of us drive automatic, some of us drive manual.
Exactly. I prefer manual myself, but sometimes you're not given that option.
Exactly.
Good touch here. Going to go right towards the blue goal, but Tekken with a big booming clear down to the left-hand side from INCA's point of view. Papa Seeker tried to go over the top, doesn't quite get there quick enough. Used a lot of boost for that effort as well. Still had some to race back down and rotate. Good read there. And Joey now working into the blue half. Papa Seeker not able to get the ball away. Joey gets denied at the near post as Tekken comes through with that save. Wasn't credited as a save, but it was most definitely heading into the net had Tekken not been there. This one, though, will be credited as a goal. Tons of Bread coming up with, which should be their second goal of the game, but credited as one.
Yeah, agreed. And I love the patience from Tons of Bread there, Bullskunk, waiting for both of the defenders to make their moves, understanding that, feeling like they're not going to make those touches, just being ready for the reactive play. And that's Papa Seeker with the first goal on the side of INCA Esports. You'll love to see it, Bullskunk.
Love to see it. Off the kickoff. What a turnaround. The very first second of the series was a kickoff goal to Wichita East because INCA didn't seem to have a big of a miscommunication. They've got these kickoffs down now. Papa Seeker with another good challenge here right off the kickoff. But ball dangling in the air is caught by Tons of Bread. Joey going up for the wall for it. Can't quite find it on that long, difficult aerial. Tekken sees some pay dirt. Good steal. Goes down to the other corner. Grabs the big boost. Rotate back as Captain Camo, who is now subbed into this game, is moving up alongside Papa Seeker, but they can't quite hold it in zone.
It's going to be Powerade now pushing onto the side of INCA Esports right in front of net. Papa Seeker getting it out back onto the side of Wichita. Looking for a play here. Papa Seeker gonna get the ball taken by Joey. Now that's Powerade with possession, and you can tell they're setting up some sauce. Opening the fridge. Joey's in front, looking for a goal, and it was such a well-scripted play, but the execution was just nearly off. INCA Esports able to capitalize, get the ball back on orange side, which won't live too long because, as we've said before, this Wichita team knows how to play this midfield.
Oh, and 2 unfortunate misses there from INCA Esports is going to leave goal wide open. Tons of bread there to capitalize. They saw, you can see briefly from Tekken's point of view, there was nobody in the backfield for Wichita East. 2 players from INCA Esports smell blood in the water and just got a bit ahead of themselves. Unfortunately for them, they leave their own side available and vulnerable. As Tons of Bread is able to put in goal number 4 on the day. Goal number 4 for Wichita East in Game 3.
It's going to be Caption Camo in the corner. Can't tell if they were trying to spell caption or if that was a captain, but Camo was there. Although, might not be able to see them. They're there. Trust us.
Oh.
Looking for a play in front of net now. That's going to be Wichita trying to get one last goal set up. Joey playing towards the midfield, going straight over Powerade's head. Powerade knocking it in the corner. It's going to touch down, and that will be your Game 3. Going to Wichita Esports 4-1. But that was a much closer game than what we've seen prior to in the series, and Tons of Bread actually coming out on top in that game with 2 goals of their own. Powerade taking more of a back seat.
Yeah, everybody getting their turn to shine here from Wichita East. And we've got a clear starting 3 from this squad as well, and you can kind of see how that's helped out in their synergy. On the other side, INCA Esports, where we've rotated a player out. The third player has been rotated out each game. So I mean, it could just be everybody, giving everybody a chance to get out there and get some practice, get some experience. And it could also be trying to finalize who the starters are going to be for this roster.
Absolutely, and when you're ahead in a series, you have the capabilities of doing that, right? Coming from a coaching perspective, it's important to make sure that all of your players are involved in these matches and not just taking the sidelines. So if you're ahead 2 games, put in some of the subs, let them have some play time, get that synergy down and that competitive nature, let it flow through. So going into this Game 4, I think INCA Esports has identified exactly where they need to fix sort of their shortcomings. And if anything, if they can take away from this series exactly what those shortcomings are going into practice, which is important for VOD review.
And one of the things that stand out to me is something that we've already talked about, which is kind of working on aerials. Working on getting more comfortable in the air will allow INCA to get to the ball a little bit quicker. And to set up some more plays, to get some more possession.
With these high school teams, it gets a little bit difficult, Bull Skunk. That's going to be Tons of Bread, actually. Not with any difficulty. Getting a goal in for Wichita East for this first goal of Game 7. But it can be difficult for these high school teams, Bull Skunk, to get Bacchus mod on their computers due to some IT requirements. But if they're able to do so, the training maps in Bacchus mod can be stellar for practicing those aerial skills.
Well, Wichita East has certainly had some practice. We saw Tons of Bread fly through the air, try to set this up. Another good defensive move from Tekken. Not the first one of those we have seen today coming out. Now Tekken driving all the way to the other side. Some contact onto Joey. Great vision. Good decision making. They just can't quite wrestle the ball in. And Wichita East, here they come. Screaming back the other way. Joey right in the top of the crossbar. Just kind of floats it all the way to the other side. Is credited for a shot on that. Powerade's going to put it off the wall. A touch will keep it in. 2 commit. Tons of Bread gets credit for it. Tons of Bread coming up with goal number 2.
Let's just break down this play again. Papa Seeker finding themselves in an unfortunate situation, going around on the rotation. Unfortunately, the ball got on the right side of the vehicle. There was nothing they were able to do from that moment on. But on the side of Wichita East, Joey, like you said earlier, Bullskunk, throwing it up the left side. I think Joey could have gotten that goal themselves had they just slowed down a little bit. Maybe not ridden that crossbar a little too harsh and just waited. Like, There you go. There's the patience Joey was looking for just 30 seconds ago, and a caster's curse classic. Joey will be patient and get it in, proving me wrong. 3 minutes 48 seconds left in this game for Wichita East, now 3-0.
A little bit of a lucky bounce there. Not too terribly much, but Joey fortunate that it did pop right to them as they were making that forward movement. Ooh, long distance shot from Powerade finds the upper 90. What placement out of Powerade from range.
Yeah, Powerade coming in clutch. That was a great play from Powerade going downfield. I think Powerade is peppering in their own style now into the series rather than dominating like they were in the first game. They're taking more of a backseat, allowing these subs to get some time and getting some saucy plays in when it's needed.
That was goal number 10 for Powerade in the series. So did hit those double digits despite taking a little bit more of a secondary role here in the past game and a half. But here they are up along the wall. 2 players in the middle to work with. Drives it down. Good defense from Papa Seeker. Trying to clear the zone. Joey gets absolutely blown to smithereens. The ball cleared in front of the net. Tekken's going to take a shot and find a goal.
Let's go, Tekken. First goal of the series for Tekken, finding its way in. And that's huge. Powerade trying to put it down, looking for a teammate, and instead finding the classic fighting game genre, or series Tekken at the bottom, ready and rearing to go. Getting a goal in. Ooh, that's going to narrowly hit the crossbar. Papa Seeker trying to knock it out, but that's going to be Joey to confirm the goal, putting now 5 up for Wichita East.
You can see the panic out of Papa Seeker. They do just enough to push it out, trying to get it to Captain Camo, I think, to try to find a clear, or maybe just desperately just pushing it in any direction but towards the goal. Lands right in front of Joey, who comes in to smash that rebound home. Oh no, an unfortunate bounce. We'll get past the defense once again. And Powerade finds their second goal here in Game 4. 6-1 as we approach halftime.
Yeah, that is going straight in. 3 minutes on, Powerade and the Wichita East JV team looking very strong in this series. Tekken narrowly missing a shot there in the corner. INCA Esports definitely picking up the pace as we're moving along, but it's not quite to the speed that Wichita Esports is presenting.
That was a beautiful pass from Joey. That was some collegiate level stuff right there. That's something you see in CRL. Coming off the wall, around the corner, and able to drop that ball dead center. Brilliant stuff out of Joey.
Absolutely. Waiting for the rotation around two. Joey doing a great job. Tons of bread. Going to capitalize. It seems as though Wichita's saying if you're going to put the ball in front of the goal, regardless if you're defending, if you're clearing, we're there. We're going to capitalize.
And another 1-2 punch here from Joey and Tons of Bread. Tons of Bread now with 4 goals here in game number 4, their highest in the series. 4 goals on 4 shots, mind you. Joey's going to sneak one in past a flat-footed Papa Seeker. INCA Esports never saw that one coming.
It would seem as though they did not. They were getting ready. Papa Seeker had just reset towards the middle, and the timing was very unfortunate. Untimely positioning from them will put them in a comparable position, and the double digits are now taking up the overlay. It's too much, Bull Skunk, and those are those are multiple 2-second goals we're seeing from Wichita East, who's just got their protractors out and these angles on point.
Math teachers would be very proud of Wichita East JV squad right now. No Cap Rocket League is actually a really good implication of math. Just throwing that out there.
It actually is. There's a lot of rocket science, or rocket surgery, as you were saying earlier, that goes into the game.
There's definitely rocket surgery. Joey's got their mascot ready to head into the operating room. Powerade off the wall. Nice contact. Good defensive move to protect the backboard. The ball is going to fall out towards the left-hand side of the pitch. Tekken following it down. Grabs that big old boost along the way. Gets a little bit turned around in the corner. Well, from Wichita East, they get righted, but Wichita East is gone. They have run away with the ball. They have run away with the series.
Absolutely. And the impatience from Papa Seeker here, that double jump I was talking about a little bit earlier, just getting an immediate backflip out because you can tell the nerves from the player. They're, instead of hopping that double jump and just getting the timing down, just trying to get a quick flip out. And, you know, that's what competition is here for, right? It's here to prepare us exactly for what these games may look like. And Papa Seeker could take a lot of notes and experience just learning from the series so far. Tekken going to be on their side of the field, getting something set up. Wichita East looking to play defense, it would seem, on their side. Not really looking for that offensive play quite yet. Trying to maybe lure INCA Esports out of their side of the field.
Yeah, Wichita East just looks content to protect their 10-goal lead. A daunting task if you're INCA Esports, but gotta admire their grit. They're still out there doing the thing. Just leave it all on the pitch.
And I think that's what's happening now. Tekken trying to get a cheeky hit mid using the boost. Unfortunately, finding the underside of the ball. That's going to be a back row rotation of the ball. Going back in the midfield, though, Tons of Bread setting something up for the team. Papa Seeker back to the midfield. Powerade now stop gapping that push immediately. Pushing back to Joey, who's going to go on the right side in this corner. And Papa Seeker popping it back mid. So we're seeing a lot of ping-ponging across the field at this point as INCA Esports is looking for an end. But that's going to be from downtown. Powerade knocking it in for the 12th goal of this game.
Yeah, Powerade, really, we're talking about Powerade taking a back seat. Well, they exploded back. I mean, everybody's got a hat trick here from Wichita East. Unsurprising with 12 goals on the board. Powerade with 4 of those, if my tallies are correct. That would put them on 13 goals for the day. Spectacular showing here from Powerade, and well, for the entirety of Wichita East. According to what I've been told, they will move up to 2-2 on the season after this win. You know, I never like to call one early, but 12-1 with 15 seconds left, I'm going to go ahead and make that call.
Come on, Bull Skunk. Where's your competitive integrity?
Oh, it got removed during brain science.
Heard. Wichita East JV hears you as well, Bull Skunk, and I think that was a fair assessment to have from an analytical point of view. Joey with 774 score. That's going to be the most in that 4th game. 3 goals up, and that's going to be 5 goals from Tons of Bread, who actually had a very prominent showing in that last game.
Yeah, Tons of Bread with 9 on the day, so had 4 in the previous 3 games, and then really hit the pitch with a fire under him there in Game 4 to get those 5. A dominant performance. Wichita East looking solid. There was some real good highlights, some really nice passing, and some great goals coming out of Wichita East. I think they are headed in the right direction. Just need to keep practicing and doing what they're doing. Clearly, some great synergy between these 3. On the other side, I think working on aerials is a good place to start for get more comfortable in the skies, and then I think everything else will kind of start coming together. You'll be able to challenge more. You'll be able to place your passes and your shots a little bit better. So I think that's an area that they could focus on improvement, and it'll really help propel them forward.
Agreed. I would also agree with communication around passing, right? They seemed a little uncoordinated at times when it came to the speed of the ball and matching that speed when they were hitting a pass. So I think that combined with aerials, if this team takes a couple weeks work on those skills, they could come back a much stronger roster in week 5 or 6. But you mentioned Wichita Esports now 2-2, which is crazy after the performance we just watched. That they aren't certainly dominating on their end. So I'm excited for the action that we have for the remainder of the evening, Bull Skunk.
Me as well. And, well, that is going to bring us to our intermission. We're going to get our next game set up. We'll be back in a few minutes with more HSEL Rocket League.